Hi, I'm Joanna Lewis, and I am a 1995 graduate from Lincoln University. I graduated with Computer Information Systems.
Hello, everybody. My name is Janae Wright. I am the class of 2020, and I graduated with a BS in social work.
I actually have another daughter. Her name is Jania, and she's 26. I graduated with Jania from Lincoln University. I was pregnant with her, and I was due the day before graduation. And she was stubborn, didn't want to come out, so I waddled across the stage because it was very important to me that I walk that stage because I had earned my degree. And she was due, she was born a week later. But what brought me to Lincoln University was a mentor, Roosevelt Wilson. And my sister actually went before I did. And even though I really didn't know the history of my family, and how far back we went to Lincoln University, but Mr. Wilson brought us there for an internship called Project Next Step, and it was such an enlightening program. My sister attended there in 1987, and I followed her footsteps and attended the Project Next Step summer internship in 1988. My sister, Dr. Pamela Trotter, did graduate from high school in 1988 and attended Lincoln University and was a psychology major and graduated in 1992, and then went on to Kent State and other schools to get her doctorate degree.
Well, my story is a little different than that. I entered Lincoln University in June of 2016, a week after I graduated from Hazelwood Central High School in St. Louis, Missouri, and I was able to join the program called Jumpstart. That was the first time this program has ever was launched, and we was the first students to ever be a part of that program. So during that time, I was able to take a couple of classes and was able to get college credit while during the summertime so I can start my classes on time in the fall. So during that time, being at Lincoln University, I was a part of the Women League of Scholars, the Diamond League of Scholars, and the Sapphire League of Scholars. And I also was a part of the Student Government Association, being the vice president. During that time, it was definitely a delight of being a part of the Student Government Association and a part of the student body as a whole.
And my sister actually started the NAACP's, the chapter at Lincoln University. I'm not sure if it's still in existence right now, but she did start the NAACP chapter on the Lincoln University campus. And of course, me being an NAACP kid, because we grew up in the youth with NAACP, I joined right in, but I was, really proud that my sister, she had the initiative to go ahead and start the chapter on the campus. So. I have actually traced our legacy back to Lincoln University to the early 1920s. I was always told by my mother that my grandfather attended Lincoln University. And after my aunt passed, my mom's oldest sister, she passed, and we went through some of her photos. And it was just a box of photos, and there were pictures of my grandfather. There was a picture of my Uncle David, who also attended Lincoln University, and an Aunt Nora and an Aunt Mary. And there was a card, a postcard, and it had the front of it was an old picture of, I believe it was Founders Hall and Memorial Hall, and it sat totally different from how it sits today. And what she wrote to her mother, she said, "Mother, think of all the education in that building if we could only get to it." Do you know how profound that was? Because in the 1920s, we weren't getting educated as we should, right? So to read that, it sent chills through my body, and I was just so happy that I was able to actually hold that card in my hand. I actually held, from Mary Poindexter, her report cards, and I had pictures of those, of her report cards and how their grading system was, which is totally different from what we have right now. But the legacy to go back to, that was dated 1923. It's 2022 now. So I can trace 99 years of the legacy with the Poindexter Lewis Wright family, all the way back into 1923. I think that's amazing.
So, after my mom said, I really feel like the legacy that I have with Lincoln University is definitely a helpful thing for me, because it allowed me to do things that was outside of my comfort zone. Due to my aunt starting the NAACP chapter at Lincoln University, due to my mom going there and graduating with her BS in computer science, all of this had me out for one goal, and that was to graduate from Lincoln University. Of course, I always had the thoughts, what if I went to another university? And that thought is no longer there, because it's not a what if, it's I did go to Lincoln University.
And I'm so glad you did. I'm glad you chose the right HBCU. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Gary White. He is a member of the Greater St. Louis Alumni Chapter. He actually had heard some of the history that I had shared, and when I was sharing this history, I wasn't thinking that it wasn't anything for big accolades or anything like that, but he pointed out to me how it was. And then he actually went to the chapter and told them about my family's legacy, and from there came the nomination for Family of the Year. And I was amazed that I was chosen, that my family was chosen as Family of the Year. It is such a great honor. Greater St. Louis Alumni Chapter, I thank you for nominating me. Alumni Chapter, the Office of Alumni Affairs at Lincoln University, I thank you for selecting our family. We are still in this to win this. We are still fighting for Lincoln University. We stand on the shoulders of those infantry members that fought for us to have an education. So we don't take it lightly that we were able to attend Lincoln University, graduate Lincoln University, gain lifelong skills from university. Without them, there would be no us.
And I really just want to say that I do appreciate my family being awarded this recognition, just for the fact that I didn't expect this to go like this. I expected me to get my degree, and that was that. And now that I've had something even bigger to tell my children about, or my nieces and nephews about, to look forward to Lincoln University, and don't just hold it as, oh, my aunt went there, my grandmother went there. It's our family was recognized for going there now. So I want to say thank you, Lincoln University.
But to continue the legacy doesn't just stop with family, because anyone knows that has touched the grounds of Lincoln University, once you touch those grounds, everyone is family. It doesn't matter what generation you came up in, we all at night is family. I have lifelong sisters that I call them now, because that is just what they are. We love like no other. So if I have to help another Lincoln University student along the way, as I have, I'm going to continue to help them and continue to make sure that they succeed at the best HBCU there is, Lincoln University of Jefferson City, Missouri.